You're in the rant wormhole where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by becoming one of those. This one is from Shiva's Guard, who wants me to rant about my dream team of voice actors for Netflix's redub of Eva. I can't even put one of these together because I don't value dubs. Like, I don't value this idea of having a dub. Like, I don't need that. I have the Japanese audio. I have it. I can just watch it in Japanese. I don't need the characters to be recast. Like, to me, the character, whoever voices the characters in a show is like, it's a very big part of the show. It's a very big part of its meta, of the time and place that it takes place, that it comes from, of like how I understand these characters. Like, Rei is voiced by Megumi Hayashibara, the voice of the 90s. I can't imagine like separating that, like it's too, she's been in like every thing that Anno does basically. Like she was in every single one of the Animator Expo shorts, for instance. Like, that relationship between the creator and the actress, like, is a part of the experience for me. When I watch Eva, I can think about the fact that that's Megumi Hayashibara and that she's been in all these Gainax things, that she's worked with Anno so many times. Or Kotono Mitsuishi playing Misato, which is not only probably the best performance in the show, but then she, clearly nailed other roles from that, doing things like Excel and Excel Saga, like her being in the booth reading Orochiban Ebichu to the Gainax staff is why they adapted that into anime. Like, why do I need a dub? I don't need it. It adds nothing to the show for me. I can just watch it until I've, I've got subtitles, and I don't really, I don't have to, go down and, read the subtitle. My eyes just bounce back up. But, I can just memorize it. Like, I could just memorize the script of Eva from watching it enough times, and I won't even need the subs. I will just know what they're saying. Fully drink in the Japanese voice acting. I just don't see the appeal of having a dub. Like, to me, dubs of anime exist because there are people who can't fucking read. Like, that's the only reason that you would ever dub anything. If there's just people who are either too fucking dumb or just don't want to do it because they're assholes. Like, I don't get it. I don't see the appeal. I don't understand why anybody wants to watch dubs ever. I don't see the point. It was made with these voices in mind. That is the show. The show is the one that has the voices it has. I mean, I understand that, if you get into a show through the dub, you might have a relationship with the dub. There's a lot of people who insist on watching Fooly Cooly dubbed because they grew up with it. I grew up with that dub. I watched it probably 10, 15 times. I don't give a fuck about that dub. Because I watched it in Japanese and it was way better. Because in Japanese, Haruko is voiced by Mayumi Shintani. Once again, a real actress, not non-voice actress, but physical actress who's been in a lot of Gainax shows and nothing else. She's even in Cutie Honey, the live-action movie by Anno. I love that, meta text element. I love her voice. I love that in the Japanese version they used non-actors for all the children so that they have, they just, more realistic tone and tenor to their voice, which adds to the feeling of the show because it's even weirder when all this weird shit is happening, when the anime starts off not feeling like anime at all. You hear Naoto and Mamimi talking and it doesn't sound like a couple of anime voice actors. It just sounds like a couple of kids talking, and then all this crazy shit happens, I just don't think dubs are ever worth it. I don't think they're worth your time. They are there as a marketing tool. They are there to draw in dipshits who can't read so that they'll watch the goddamn thing and, if that's the only version they ever watch, well, I guess fine for them, but they're missing out on the, what I would consider to be the core experience of the media, which is the one that was what the creators intended and set out to create. And they made these casting decisions with a purpose, and also the dialogue is written in Japanese. So when you translate it, something is always lost in translation. And no, I don't think that just doing a good job of of localizing it preserves the meaning. Like, you are changing the meaning. You're making a different show. And that can be a good show, but it's not the same show. And I'm not interested in watching the show that the dubbers made up. I want to watch the show that the people who made the show intended it to be, you know? And I want to have a full grasp of what they were going for. You could make the best dub of all time, and I don't know why I would want to watch it over the Japanese, unless the Japanese version was totally bad and unremarkable, you know? Like, I'm willing to watch some Ghibli movies dubbed just because, not that the Japanese versions are bad by any stretch, but they do tend to be kind of stilted and weird. Like, Miyazaki, he also hires a lot of non-actors, but not necessarily for the same purpose. And, you know, like, I just don't think that the dialogue is ever, like, the strongest part of a Ghibli movie anyway. Like, I really want to drink in all those visuals, but, like, either way, it's really just a take it or leave it kind of situation. Like, it's not that I prefer to watch them dubbed, it's just that I will, because I don't care that much about the Japanese audio as compared to most anime that I watch. But, like, I don't even know any actors. Like, I don't know who I would pick for my dream team, other than Endless Jess. My ultimate dream dub of Eva is that Endless Jess plays every character. Because he's the only man in the world who understands them all perfectly. He's the only man who truly understands Eva. Except for me!